Hi students, our today's topic is triangles. So we know, so what is a triangle? So triangle is nothing but a closed figure bounded with three line segments. A closed figure bounded with three line segments. So let us see, closed figure bounded with three line segments. Three line segments is known as triangle. Closed figure bounded with three line segments is known as triangle. Let me draw how the triangle will be. This is a triangle. Three line segment. This is first line segment, this is second line segment, and third line segment. So let me take the triangle. We are giving the names for the triangle. This is A, B, C. AB is the first line segment, BC is second line segment, and AC is the third line segment. Here, each and every triangle, so if two line segments are joined here, so these joining parts or corners are known as vertices. Vertices here, A, B, C are vertices. A, B, C are vertices. Now coming to the parts of the triangle. How many parts are there? There are 6 parts. So first one is, this is angle. This is another angle, second angle. This is third angle. Angle A, angle B, angle C. Like that, AB line segment, BC line segment, and AC line segment. Okay, these are 3 line segments and 3 vertices. So each vertex we are going to call it as angle A. Let me consider this is A. So AB, side AB, sides. First we are going to see the sides of triangle. Sides of triangle ABC. Sides of triangle ABC. Now AB side, we are going to consider side AB. AB can be written as like this. So AB side, another name is there for AB side. So AB side is opposite to the capital C vertex. That's the reason why we are calling it as small c. The name of the AB side is small c. Now side BC, the side BC, the name of the side BC is which is opposite to the capital A. That's the reason why it is small a. Then small a. So small a is BC. Understood? Now, so coming to AC side AC. AC is which is opposite to the capital B. That's why the side will be represented as small b. So now this is A, and this is B, and this is C. So actually the names is AB line segment. That AB line segment is known as small c, and BC line segment, that is known as small a, and AC line segment, that is known as small b. These are the sides of the triangle ABC. Now coming to the angles. So this is angles. You can see angle A. So angle A can be represented as, so this is angle BAC or angle CAB. BAC or CAB, both we are calling it as angle A. So angle A, what it means that, so this middle one we should consider as angle A. So if you take, that means this angle A is formed by the line segments BA and CA. So if two line segments BA and CA, two line segments are formed, so joined here angle A at angle A. That's the reason why angle A is formed. So how the formation of angle in the triangle? So that is angle A. Now, so coming to similarly, angle B can be written as, angle B is nothing but angle ABC or angle CBA. These are the angles. Next, coming to angle C. Angle C can be written as angle C is equals to angle ACB, same as angle BCA. So this is the parts of the triangle. So there are 6 parts of the triangle, 3 sides and 3 angles. So now, we are going to another topic. Now. Conditions of the triangle. So what are the conditions when the triangle is formed? If a triangle, so based on the sides, so we are having some conditions. Based on the angles also, we are having some conditions. So here, coming to the based on sides, conditions based on sides. Based on sides, we have condition. So what is the first condition? Sum of any two sides. Sum of any two sides. Any two sides of a triangle. Is greater than its third side. Sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than its third side. So let me consider sum of any two sides. So let me take the side AB plus BC is greater than AC. Sum of any two sides AB plus BC is greater than AC. This is the condition. So similarly, we can take BC plus AC is greater than AB. Similarly, AB plus AC greater than BC. So this is the first condition. So sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than its third side. So in the same way, difference. So coming to the difference of any two sides of a triangle. Difference of any two sides of a triangle is lesser than its third side. So difference of any two sides of a triangle is lesser than its third side. So what is the condition here? This is now AB minus BC is less than AC. Sum should be greater than and difference should be less than to third side. Then coming to this is another side, BC minus AC can be less than AB. Same, that is AB minus AC is less than BC. So these are the two conditions. First one is related to sum and second one is related to difference. Then, so one more condition. So based on the angle, so we can see based on the angle, first condition, sum of three angles, sum of interior angles, sum of interior angles of a triangle, so is 180 degrees or a straight angle. Sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees or straight angle. So we can prove this one. So later we can see one of the properties of the triangle. So now this is the condition for the triangle based on the angles. So now, we are coming to another concept. What is a median of a triangle? Median. So median of a triangle. So median is nothing but any line segment which is drawn from the vertex of the triangle to midpoint of its opposite base. Let me take this is BC. Midpoint of the BC is D. If you join A to D, if a line segment which is joined from A to D, so which is A to D. This is A to D is called median. Median. Okay, so like that, in the same way, B is the vertex. Let me consider there are three vertices, and we can able to draw three medians of a triangle. So that means A is a vertex. So that's the reason why we may draw a median from A, which is opposite to the A. Now, so B is a vertex we should consider. Now, opposite side of the B is AC. So if you take midpoint of AC as E, so we can join BE as one more median. So like that, if you take C as a vertex, so now opposite base is AB, the midpoint of AB you can take it as F, then we can draw CF is one more median. So the medians congruency point, where the medians are, all the three medians are joining in one point, that joining point or medians joining point or medians intersecting point, if more than two lines are intersecting at the same point, is known as point of congruence. That point of congruence of median is nothing but centroid. Centroid of triangle. Centroid of triangle. We can consider the centroid of triangle capital G. Capital G. Name of the centroid of the triangle is capital G. So now, so what is the median? So median is nothing but a line segment which is drawn from the vertex to midpoint of opposite side of a triangle. From a vertex to midpoint of opposite side of triangle. That is our aim here. So now we are going to find what is an altitude. Altitude of a triangle. Altitude. Altitude. So altitude, let me consider what is an altitude. Altitude is nothing but, so here first we are going to draw a triangle now. So this is a triangle. So this is a triangle. So we know what is the median. So median is nothing like, we can draw the median now, A, B, C. So opposite mid-base, midpoint, this is median. This is, let me take this. So if you join like this is the median of a triangle. This is median. Median. So now altitude is nothing but a line segment which is drawn from vertex to the, a perpendicular drawn from vertex to the base, opposite base, perpendicular drawn from vertex to its opposite base. So if you draw a perpendicular from A to B, one perpendicular we can draw. This is a perpendicular. You can take this is E. So AE is called altitude. Altitude. So now you get an idea what is an altitude and what is a median. Median will divide the base into two equal parts, whereas altitude is drawn perpendicular from vertex to the base. Altitude is nothing but a perpendicular from vertex to the base is called altitude, and median is, so a line segment drawn from vertex to the midpoint of opposite side is called median. Median and altitude is different now. So whereas, so how many altitudes we can draw? We are able to draw, so three altitudes, because three vertices are there and three opposite sides are there. That's we can draw three altitudes. Let me take, this is one altitude, and this is another altitude, and this is another altitude. So these three altitudes also joining only one point, that is called congruence point or point of congruence. This altitude's congruent point is known as orthocenter. Orthocenter. So which is denoted with H, capital H. So which is denoted with capital H. That is called orthocenter. So now in this concept, so what we concluded that here is what is the median and what is altitude, what is the median's congruency point and what is the altitude congruency point. So now, so coming to types of triangles. What are the types of triangle? Based on the sides we have three categories, and based on the angles we have three categories of the sides or triangle. So let me consider the types of triangles based on the sides. Types of triangles. Types of triangles. So types of triangles based on the sides. Based on the sides. So types of the triangles based on the sides. So first one, equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. The name itself, it is told that equilateral. Equilateral. What is equilateral? Equi means same. Lateral means sides. Laterals means sides. Equal sides. The triangle which is having all the three sides are equal, that is known as equilateral triangle. Equi means equal and lateral means sides. Equilaterals. That means all the three sides are equal. All the three sides are equal. A, B, C. All the three sides are equal. So what is the properties of equilateral triangle? All the three sides are equal. AB is equals to BC is equals to AC. And also all the three angles are equal. That is angle A is equals to angle B is equals to angle C, that is equals to 60 degrees. 60 degrees. Because sum of three angles 180. Each angle is equal means 180 by 3, that is 60 degrees. Now, so all the three angles, this is first point and this is second point. All the three angles are equal, all the three sides are equal. So now coming to what is the perimeter now? Let me take, this is small a side and this is small a side and this is small a side. So perimeter P can be written as a plus a plus a, that is equals to 3a. So perimeter of triangle, equilateral triangle is 3a units. 3a units. So now coming to what is the area of equilateral triangle? Area of equilateral triangle is equals to formula. This is root 3 by 4 a square. Root 3 by 4 a square. This is what is altitude of equilateral triangle? Altitude root 3 by 2 into a. Root 3 by 2 into a. This is altitude. Altitude of equilateral triangle. This is altitude of equilateral triangle. Root 3 by 2 into a. And the area of equilateral triangle root 3 by 4 into a square. And perimeter of equilateral triangle 3a. This is very important conditions for equilateral triangle. So now coming to another type of triangle, that is scale isosceles triangle. What is an isosceles triangle? Isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle. Isosceles. So here also isosceles means only two sides are equal. One more side is unequal. So one unequal side and two equal sides it has. So that is equilateral triangle. Two sides are equal. Two sides are equal. So AB and AC are equal, and which is not equal now here. This is. So we are going to consider, we know that, so small a, capital A opposite side is small a. Let me consider this is small a. And this is so B. Actually this is C, but we know that these two sides are equal, then C is equals to B we can consider. C is equals to B. That means these two sides are B and this is only A. Understood? So these two sides are B and this is only A. So now, what are the conditions now here? So two sides are equal, two sides, that is AB, two sides are equal, this is AB is equals to AC, let you take that is as small b, and BC is equals to small a. This is equal side and this is unequal side. So now, what is the perimeter here? So perimeter is equals to two sides, that is A plus 2B. A plus 2B units. This is perimeter now. So what is the altitude formula? Altitude H is equals to formula. So you can take this half into root of 4b square minus a square. 4b square minus a square. This is called the altitude of isosceles triangle. Half into 4b square minus a square. Based on the sides. If you take equal sides as b, then you can take b here. If you take equal sides as a, then it is 4a square minus b square. 4a square. Now I should consider the here equal side is b. That's the reason why it is half into root of 4b square minus a square. Then what is the area? So area of isosceles triangle. Area of isosceles triangle. So capital A is equals to formula 1 by 4 into base into height. That is 4b square minus a square. So you can take it as b by 4. So we can write here a is equals to formula b by 4 into root of, so not b by 4, this is a by 4 base, no? So base is equals to a. So here a by 4 into 4b square minus a square. This is the area of isosceles triangle. Area of isosceles triangle. So now I hope you are clear now. So what is the area of isosceles? First of all, isosceles triangle. What is isosceles triangle? ABC is a triangle in which any two sides are equal. Let me take AB and AC are equal. So that equal side as I am taken, consider as B. Now unequal side we are taken, which is opposite to the capital A. That's why it is small a. I am taken BC as small a. Now what is the perimeter? Perimeter, all the sum of all the three sides. That's the reason why this is A plus B plus B. That is 2B. That is A plus 2B. That is perimeter. Now coming to altitude. Altitude formula we can derive, but so later we can derive. Now altitude h is equals to half into root of 4b square minus a square. Then area is equals to, so half into base into height. That is general formula of any triangle. Half into base into height. Area of triangle is equals to half into base into height. Half bh. That is general formula. That general formula we can use. That means that is half into half, 1 by 4. That is a into root of 4b square minus a square. So like this we can write the isosceles triangle area. Now so coming to scale and triangle. Scale and triangle. Scale and triangle means all the three sides are unequal. A triangle whose all the three sides are unequal, that is called scale and triangle. A triangle, all the three sides are unequal. So let me consider this scale and. Scale and triangle. A, B, C. One AB and BC is another side and then C. So these lines indicates that all are not equal. There is a single line there. Then I have single chord line, double chord line and triple chord line. That means all the three sides are unequal. Let me take this is A, small a, and opposite to B is small b, and opposite to C is small c. Now we know that what is the perimeter now? Perimeter is equals to A plus B plus C. So semi-perimeter S is equals to P by 2. That is A plus B plus C by 2. This is called semi-perimeter. This is called semi-perimeter. Perimeter. That is half of the perimeter. Simply we can take it as half of the perimeter. That is called semi-perimeter. So semi-perimeter we can know. Now what is the area of triangle? Area of triangle is equals to root of square root of S into S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. So this is half into S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. Where S is semi-perimeter. Small a is the side opposite to the capital A. Small b is the side opposite to the capital B. And small c is side opposite to the capital C. We can use this formula to find area of any type of triangle when three sides are given. When three sides are given. If you know three sides of the triangle, so we are able to find the area of triangle now. So now next property, angle sum property. So we can see now what is the angle sum property. Properties of triangles. There are now we are going to discuss only two properties. That is, first one is angle sum property and exterior angle sum property. So angle sum property. angle sum property. Angle sum property. Angle sum property in the sense, so we know that in triangle ABC, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equals to 180 degrees. Angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equals to 180 degrees. Let me consider triangle ABC. A, B, C. So to prove this one, so we are going to draw. So we are going to draw one more. We are going to extend this line. So we are going to extend this line. We are going to extend this line. So this is A, B, C as a triangle. We are going to extend this line. This is x to x. So ray. Now, or simply we can draw a line here. So we can draw a line here.